20 what?
23.
23? Alrighty, so haven't you guys done this in bio yet? In biology? Wow. Well, I will show you this. So it is 9:14 today. 9:14. This is going to be SM2H. Technically, we're going to do Unit 1 review today. Okay, but right now, you said 23, right?
Yeah.
So 23 basically gives you, who knows, does it tell you what these are called? Does anyone know what these are called? What? Punnett square, right? Okay, so it gives you a Punnett square. That Punnett square looks like this. Big R, big R, big R, little r, big R, little r, two little r's, right? Now, if you look at this, what you basically have is you've got big R, then you've got plus 2 big R, little r's, right? Plus little r, right? Well, big R would be kind of like big R what? Squared, plus 2 big R, little r, plus little r squared, right? Okay? Well, first off, someone should have said, hey, Mr. Denton, would you focus that up? And I would have said, sure. Well, what does that look kind of like? A polynomial, right? Okay, a polynomial. Does anybody know what that polynomial looked like to begin with? What it looked like when you had it written like this?
Big R, little r, big R, little r.
Big R, like how?
So big R, little r in the first one.
So big R.
And then a little r. It was still the same one.
Okay, you missed one vital point there.
Oh, times?
No, it's going to be plus little r, right?
Yeah.
And then big R plus little r, right? Then when I FOIL that out, I'm going to actually end up with that. Okay? So when it says, show how the combinations can be modeled by the square of a sum. Well, this is my sum, right? So I'm taking that and I'm timesing it by that. Well, if I look at those two things are the what? The same thing, which really means I could have written what? Big R plus little r quantity squared. Because I'm talking about the whole thing, right? I'm not talking about individuals. Okay, and then it says predict the percentage of children that will have both dominant genes, one dominant and then both recessive. So both dominants, the big R. Well, if I look at that, I got a 1 out of what? 4, which is what? Yeah, so big R is 25%. Big R, little r is 50%. And little r is 25%, just like that. And I believe that is what A and B want. Did anybody do this prior to just now? Anybody have this done? A few of you. Good job. Okay. Whose question was this? Yours? Does that make sense now? And you guys will do this in bio. How many of you are in AP Bio with Hatch? That's it? Just one of you? What did the rest of you guys take?
Just regular bio.
Just regular bio? Well, you'll do it.
I took AP Physics.
Okay, well, you don't count then. The rest of you that are in regular bio will do that eventually. And you'll be able to say, hey, I've seen that, Mr. Denton. Okay. So is that it for 1-5? Yo.
On number
Anglesey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah! Inglesby. Yeah, got it.
On number 7, the area, I think we got the area for the problem. I think ours is over 3D.
Marlene is buying a new plasma TV. That one?
Yeah, I think so.
What do you mean you think? You think so? You don't.
I was looking at my
Oh, you're just looking at your paper. So was it this right here? Marlene is buying a new plasma TV.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got a new plasma TV. Hopefully it's a smart one. And you basically have height and width, right? Now it says that the height of the screen of the television is the width plus 5. So what is height really? Yeah, it's just W plus 5, isn't it? Now I've got it all in W. Then it says, write the equation for the area of the perimeter. Well, who knows what perimeter is equal to? There's two ways to write perimeter. Hey, you two. Yes, see, you can't talk when I'm teaching. Because then I'm hearing things and I'm looking around going, who do I yell at? And then I realize it's you two.
You can still yell at that.
Well, I probably will eventually, but I'm just saying, Okay. Who knows the two equations for perimeter? Yo, or Geeson, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just realized I got the wrong mask on. I can't talk to it and sit my live. What do you got for me?
2H plus 2W.
Okay, so I got 2H plus 2W. Now that's one of them. Anybody know the other one? Nobody knows what perimeter is? Isn't it just the distance around the outside, right? Well, couldn't I just go W plus H plus H?
Yeah.
Right? Same thing. So I've got 2H. Well, H is really W plus 5. So isn't that just 2 times W plus 5, right? Plus 2 times W, which in that case is just W, right? Well, what am I going to do here? Distribute, and I'm going to get 2W plus 10 plus 2W. Now I'm going to combine like terms, and I'm going to get 4W plus 10. Something like that. Anybody have that besides me? Like only 3 of you? What was so complicated about that? Do we get it now? Does that...
It says the perimeter and the area.
Okay.
So I was
Oh!
confused on the area.
Okay, so what's area? Well, it's width times height, right? Well, in this case, it's just width, but what is height now? W plus 5, right? Which is going to give me what? W squared plus 5W.
Okay, I was just overthinking it.
That happens. Usually a guy when he's thinking about a girl, but whatever.
Okay.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong, Mr. Denton.
I will teach you more than just math this year. I assure you of that. Guys, I will teach you some life skills. Just get used to saying, I'm sorry, you were right. Just practice that in the mirror. I'm sorry, you were right. Yeah, and that will usually, won't lead you astray. Okay? Is that it? Yo, Dixon, last one.
Well, I skipped 17 and 18, so I don't know if I had a question or if I should do them. But
Dude, they're not. You gotta try them. If you don't try them, I can't help you, man.
okay, well, I definitely did try it. So.
Well, you better try them today when I turn you loose to work on the review. Then that way, if you have questions, I can maybe answer them for you.
I think I might have just skipped them.
Teenagers, man. Anybody else got a question? Yo.
17.
Now, did you actually try 17?
Yeah.
Now, I don't, yeah, that's like, I wrote the number down, Mr. Denton. Does that count?
No, I have work there. I just kind of.
Does he have work there?
No, I need work.
That was a, man, I don't want to say no because then he's going to be mad at me, but I also don't want to listen to, or to lie to Mr. Denton. I'll get you started. So look, this is what I got. I got basically a picture frame here, correct? Looks something like this. This is 5, this is 3, this is x plus 7, this is x plus 2, right? Now, I want to know just the area of the shaded, yeah, that's not shaded, of the shaded region. Well, if I was going to write that in words, how would I do that? How would I figure that out if I was going to explain it to somebody in words?
Well, when's the shading? Is the middle? Like not the middle, like there's like the
outside.
Yeah, I want this area right here. How do I find that area? If I was gonna say, alrighty, what do you want to do? Yo.
I find the area of the outside one, and then the area of the inside one, and subtract the area of the inside.
Okay, so this is what I would say. I would go whole area, which is the outside area you were talking about, right? And then I'm going to subtract off the what?
The inside area,
What would this be?
a square,
Non-shaded.
rectangle,
The
non-shaded.
non-shaded area. Christian, you got a question?
I was telling you, can't really see her down.
Is that better?
Yep.
Oh. Ta-da! Okay. So we see the picture, right? So I'm simply going to take, if I want the area of just the shaded region, I'm going to take my whole area and I'm going to subtract off the non-shaded area, right? Well, the non-shaded area is easy. It's just what? 15, right? How do I find the whole area? Then just do the math. Do you see how I was trying to make eye contact with you?
Yeah.
Is that...
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody knew I was trying to make eye contact with you but you. Because you were busy looking down. Is that...
Yeah.
So same thing on 18. I'm going to find the area of that whole region and subtract off the area of that triangle that is non-shaded. Do y'all understand that now? All right. Okay, that's enough of that. All righty. So what we're going to do, and I got several emails over the weekend, and let me explain how things work in this class. So this is fourth period. So we will teach however many days of teaching it has, and then we will always have a review, and then we will take a test, and then we'll go back and we'll do the same thing over and over and over again until we're done, which is sometime in May. Okay? So, like tonight at 11:59, your pre-score for 1-5 is due, right? And then tomorrow night I'll put up the key, just like always. That's the way this class is going to work from now until, I don't know, maybe now all year. Just depends, okay? But every time before we test, we're going to have a review. Now, I don't know if you guys were smart enough to figure this out or not, but it's already online. Anybody notice that the review is already online? Anybody look at it? Did either of you two look at it? No? But you did notice it was there. Right? Okay, so it's on there already. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to go back and say, okay, who can remember what we've talked about this unit already? So this is going to be review unit 1. Anybody think of some things we could write down to kind of remember? Yeah. Yeah, that was going to be my very first word, polynomials. Polynomials. Now, while I'm at this, I'm going to ask this because I didn't like the way I taught it the first time, because it changes down the road, okay? And yeah, so we're gonna do it so we don't have to worry about it changing down the road. But for right now, if I said x squared y plus 3x squared plus 7, and I said, is that a polynomial, what would the answer be right now? Yes. It is. Yes, it is now. Okay, now the reason it won't be down the road is that if I was going to solve this, I'd have to divide something out, right? And by dividing it, that would then put it where? In the denominator, and now it's not a polynomial. But we're not doing that right now, so it's okay. So the answer to this would be yes. Okay? What degree is it? It's a second?
Yes.
Who said third over here? Why is it a third? Because remember, there's 2 there. There's a 1 there. Remember, I add them together, right? Okay, what else will they ask me to do here? What's my leading coefficient in this case?
1.
It's a 1, because what number is always right there if there's not a number?
1.
There's always a 1. If I was going to classify this as a specific kind of polynomial, it would be a trinomial. Trinomial. I can assure you there's 2 or 3 problems that look just like that on the test. Because I know this guy that's seen the test before. You guys know I'm talking about me, right? Okay, just checking. Just checking. Okay? All right, that's going to be one thing. What else?
Basic equation.
So basic equations. Basic equations. So like what, Barker?
Just like normal, like negative 2b plus 9 equals 11 minus 2b
So negative 2b plus 9 equals 11
minus 2b.
minus 2b. Now he's causing us some problems here. You know why?
B's cancel.
Yeah, when I add my 2 b's together and I add my 2 b's together, they're gone. I get 9 equals 11. We did talk about this though, so that's not a bad problem. What? Anybody know what's wrong with this? Yeah, this is when we went no solution because this came out to be a false answer, right? What would the opposite of that been? Yeah, it would have been same thing happens, except now this is a true statement. Now the answer is all reals. Yes.
Do you care if we put infinitely many or all real numbers or one you want?
Yeah, I really don't care. I'm gonna be honest. Here's my take. This is way easier than writing. Yeah, I'm not even gonna write it. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I will never write infinitely many solutions because that's just way too time consuming for me. This is like easy. Right now, I used to abbreviate it just IMS like that for infinitely many solutions. But I like, whatever. But yeah, I don't care. Doesn't matter. Now that's different than like the domain and range problems where they ask you for set notation. Then I want to see negative infinity, comma, pot. Who knows what I'm talking about? Okay, that's good. All right. Okay. So yeah, we did basic equations. I shouldn't have to. Should I have to spend time on this? No. Okay. What else? Graphing. Okay. Speaking of, negative infinity to infinity, graphing. All righty. So let's say I did, 3x plus 2y equals 6. And I want you to do everything on that. Who can tell me what I'd have to do? Okay, but I'm doing what? Why am I solving for y? Which is slope-intercept, right? Now, could I graph this the way it's written?
Yes.
I could, using that thing that nobody had seen before. T-chart. We talked about that, right? Okay, I'm not a T-chart fan. I'm not. That's great. Don't get me wrong. They work every time. I don't know. I'm an algebra guy. So yeah, I'm going to minus my 3x. I'm going to minus my 3x, right? They're going to reduce out. I'm going to get 2y is equal to negative 3x. Who's at the door?
I just called for that one.
You will. You will. It'll be the last day of the year, and I'll use that joke, and I'll get like 7 people. I don't see anybody. Okay. Then I'm going to divide by 2. I'm going to divide by 2. I'm going to divide by 2. They're going to reduce out. I'm going to get y equals negative 3/2 x plus 3. Now, what do I know already?
That you got it. You want the
I heard it.
x in the negative in the denominator.
It's going where?
Down.
It's going to go down. Now, it's going to fall from my left to right, right? So I'm going to start by going where? Up 3. So I got 0, 3. Then where am I going to go? Down 3 into the right 2. Down 3 into the right 2. And I will slap my line in there. And it's going exactly where Hess said it was supposed to. It is falling to the right. Now from there, then we did domain and we did range. And they're going to want set notation, which means it's going to go from negative infinity to infinity on my domain, negative infinity to infinity on my range. When is the only time any of that changed in these? Yes. But I can't write.
When it's a line segment.
What?
When it's a line segment.
but this isn't.
Or right.
Okay, but we didn't do any line segments, did we? Yo,
When it's up or down or like.
yeah, when it is, what does up or down mean?
Vertical.
Vertical or. He's like, yes, I finally got the answer right. He's all 5'5" and everybody, yeah. Hey, it's all good. I'm that way when I'm right with my wife. That one time, man, it's like 6 months later. I go, you remember that time I was right? Now, have we had this talk?
Yeah.
No, you and me.
About what?
About what is said
He likes math.
in Mr. Denton's classroom, stays in Mr. Denton's classroom. Okay. He knows my wife, so we have to just make sure we're all on the same page there. Okay, so yeah, so something like that. But yeah, vertical and horizontal, right? They'll change, so make sure we remember them. Okay. So yeah, we graphed. Anything else in graphing that we didn't? Do we need to cover there? Anybody remember anything else that we need to talk about? Something you don't remember? Something you're not 100% sure on? Do we all know how to use a T-chart now? Yeah, we're all good there. Okay. Question there, Dixon? Yeah.
No, we were just talking about.
Oh, just talking to my class. I'm going to get mad at you like them too?
I know, we're talking about T-charts.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yo.
Do we need to use a teacher on the test, or can we like solve them?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember. I don't.
You should talk to that guy that's seen the test.
That was good. Yeah. But now she gets an F, so whatever. But that was good. Yeah. I'll talk to him and let you know. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it matters. I'm gonna be honest. I would only ever use a T-chart if I absolutely had to. Like it's specified. Hey, solve using a T-chart, and that's probably one of those things that as a teacher, we will put problems like that on a test as, hey, solve using this method. And it's like this much stupid. Because in the real world, is your boss going to care how you got that report done? No, all he's going to care is that you what? Got it done. So it's kind of, but as a teacher, there are some things we're going to expect you to be able to do, and that would be one of them. So if I was a guessing man, I won't even say betting, because, again, I haven't talked to him very well. I would say at least know how to use it on one of them. Okay? But yeah, other than that, I mean, I would not be overly concerned about it. Do you need some help? Do we need to review that? Or oh, okay. You were just being a smart aleck. That was good. Yeah. I'll remember that. Parent-teacher conference time. Alrighty. So, anything else? That's all right. I never see the parents I need to see at parent-teacher conference. I'll see like 70 parents, right? And out of those 70, 68 of them are A students. It's kind of ironic, though. Does anybody know why that is?
My parents make me go.
Yeah, but why do, Butler.
Because they're probably involved.
Exactly, because they're the parents that are like, listen, you little sucker. Like my oldest was that way, man. It was A or death. I'll never forget the first time he got a B+ once. Oh my hell. I thought like our house was gonna split open and Satan himself was gonna crawl right up out of the floor and just suck him right down in. And then the next morning the sun came up and I'm like, what the hell? The sun's not supposed to be up. You got a B+. He's like, I told you, it wasn't that big of a deal. Like, whatever. Says 16-year-old teenager. But, it's all good. Alrighty, so, so we probably ought to do, and this is something that I'm pretty sure I told you, but I never got a chance to say I told you so. But I did see this. Let's say I had, 3x squared plus 7x minus 9 minus 2x squared plus 4x minus 2. What did some people do to this?
Multiplication.
They multiplied, right? They multiplied. They foiled this sucker. Like foimeled it. Put that extra, This is a simple what?
Subtraction problem.
This is a simple subtraction problem. It's really just a what?
Addition problem.
I heard it. It's a combined like terms problem. What am I going to do with this negative? I'm going to distribute it. Now, you all say this, but I remember helping someone, and they had done the multiplication on this. Okay? So I'm going to get 3x squared plus 7x minus 9, and then I'm going to get what?
Minus 2x squared minus 4x plus 2.
And then I just chicken, lettuce, and tomato that sucker, right? So what am I going to get?
X squared
Positive 3x.
Minus 7.
Just like that, right? Okay? Don't be that person. Okay? It's going to happen. And I will chuckle to myself and say,
Why is that so annoying?
Master Supreme Overlord. Yeah, they're laughing. It was funny. I'm not sure why, but we're going to get an F. Yeah, we're on for 2:30. Oh, I thought you were doing it at school. Shit. Shoot him an email really quick and tell him to wait. Yeah. Did you download the app? Yeah. Download the app. Just send him an email and say, yeah. Once you click that link. Sorry, we're having technical difficulties. We're setting up I get to talk to my child for the first time, so we set up a meet. My wife's having technical difficulties, so. Alrighty, so, so like, what if I did this? Let's say I went with 3x, and one thing, like, they're gonna use like ands and p's and r's. I don't care. I always, when I teach, I very seldom use other letters because I'm just so used to using x's. It really doesn't matter what the variable is. So let's say I got 3x squared times 2x cubed plus 4x minus 9. Okay? What am I going to do there? I'm going to distribute, right? Remember, when I do that, what do I do with my exponents? I add them. So what am I going to get out here?
6x to the 5th. Plus 12x to the 3rd.
Minus 27x squared.
Just like that. Okay, don't forget that. And then read the directions, right? When it said like 3x plus 2 and 7x minus 5, and it said the word what? No, I didn't say the word multiply. What word did they use? Product, right? What's it telling you to do to those two things? Multiply them. What if it said sum? Add them. So make sure you're paying attention to that. Let's see. Should I do a big one?
No.
Never mind then. See if I try to help you again. Yeah, no, don't do one of those. No. Yeah, no. Yeah, whatever. Alright, so let's say I got this. Let's say I went with x squared plus 7x minus 2 times that by 3x squared minus 2x plus 4. Okay? So now I am going to what, basically? I'm going to basically FOIL. Just remember I've got that extra middle term, right? So I'm going to go there, I'm going to go there, and I'm going to go there, right? Then I'm going to go there, I'm going to go there, and then I'm going to go there. And then I'm going to do that one, and that one. Correct? So somebody talk me through the x squared ones. Okay, somebody walk me through the 7.
Minus 14 x squared.
Okay, and then the minus 2. Okay, and then what's going to be out front?
Plus 19 x to the third. Minus 16 x to the second.
Plus 32x. Minus 8.
Something like that. I can assure you there'll be at least one of those on the test as well. I do know that much. I did talk to him about that one. Anybody think of anything else we covered? Look at your notes. That's what you were doing before, Barker. You guys should have them all, right?
I think we got everything.
Anything that I've touched on today that we still have questions about you'd like me to spend a little more time on? We're all feeling confident?
Yep.
Confidence is high. It was high this morning with some of my chemistry students, and they crashed on the rocks of despair. It was bad, bad, bad. You guys remember that first test we took? Oh, now they're like all busy back there. You remember that first chemistry test we took last year, how ugly it was?
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, theirs was way better than yours, but it's still, my third period sucked it. It was ugly. My first 2 periods did real well, but my third period, woo, I'm like, where you been? It's like a test was written in German or something. But yeah.
Y'all failed?
No, not all, but I had a couple of kids I'm going, man, you're in the wrong class. Alrighty, I think that's everything. Any last minute questions? We all ready to rock and roll? Okay, so listen, one thing, something you need to, no, just pay attention. There is no pre-score on the review because we don't have that extra day. You know what I'm saying? You know, like we have that, you know, so like we are going to test on Wednesday. That's going to be 9/16, right?
Yeah.
Test on Wednesday. So what'll happen is tomorrow night I will upload the key to the review. Okay, we won't do a pre-score for the review. We will do just the score. Does that make sense? Okay. 1.5 pre-score is due tonight. I don't know why. Because I was going to go tonight. T is due tonight.
And so is the post score, it's 1.4, right?
Yeah. Due tonight at 11:59. Okay. Yada. With it being A day, B days, you guys just need to keep track of where you're at. Okay? Questions? Yo.
My Chromebook is dead.
Your Chromebook is dead. What kind of charger you need?
Round.
Anybody got a round charger she can borrow?
I got the flat one.
Look, I was thinking flat one.
Nobody has a round charger?
I don't break my charger.
Can she borrow it? There you go. Come grab it, Anglesy. Anybody else got a question? Yo. You just fill that paper out. Okay, let's go. What? There's a plug right in the center. Okay, let's keep going.